Does it fuel you guys at all?
If you look up Peter's history of his opinion on me, that's probably why. So, yeah, he's all right.
Fuel you guys a little bit?
I don't really care what he thinks. He doesn't play. So we're going to keep it in-house. Our guys are motivated. That's kind of been the narrative the whole time, that low expectations for this team. But inside our locker room, we have an extremely high standard. So we've got to continue to grow.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? You already know it's your boy DJ, part of NFC South. Oh, well, that's not even that. The Big Talk Sports, formerly known as NFC South versus the NFL. And I thought I would come on here and start the live a little early, because that thing that's going on TV right now, I mean, it's exciting as a Bucs fan watching that, but because those are two teams that have high hopes, came into this this year with high hopes, and they just struggling. We're gonna get into that. I think Mike's gonna definitely join in. He's definitely still tuned in, paying attention to the game. I seen all I need to see. We have a call-in show, so we definitely want your opinion, be it on the game, be it on what you've seen from the Falcons, from the Bucs. Hell, if you want to talk about even something else, bro, you want to talk about your team, let me know. We could definitely bring you in, and we can get some opinions. But obviously, I'm here because I'm your Bucs representative, and we 2-0. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said this is gonna happen to us. Nobody wanted to even think the Bucs could be 2-0 right now. But God damn it, we here, and you might not be paying attention. You're gonna be like, oh, you beat Minnesota Vikings. Oh, you only beat the Chicago Bears. But y'all weren't saying that at the beginning of the year. Many of y'all were like, who the hell, I can't remember his name. Freaking, I just showed you Baker Mayfield. He said his goddamn name. Nobody believed in the Bucs. Nobody did. But we here. We tied for first with the Falcons, who Falcons right now are above us due to them winning a divisional game. Kudos to them for beating the Panthers. But, it is what it is. But let's take a quick look into the chat real quick. What's going on, Mikey, the Saints fan for life? How you feel about this game, Mikey? Yeah, let's get this win. We better hope you might get this win. I'm glad the Panthers are losing. Garbage offense, can't do crap. All right, so before I even get into my team, yes, watching that game right now, you say that the Carolina Panthers offense is trash. What is this? What is the Saints doing? I mean, if it's not from Taysom Hill, who is keeping those first downs going, what is Derek Carr? The air person that was supposed to come there and make everything right at the quarterback position. They haven't been doing nothing on offense. Now, that damn offensive line, we've been talking about his offensive line being a very big problem for the Saints before the season started. And now it's rearing his ugly head because Derek Carr is taking hits after hits after hits. And that's a little bit new to him because he comes from a Raiders team that normally has a pretty good offensive line. So this is definitely something to watch when it comes to the Saints. Because again, what they got? Sorry, I don't have to. The game's on the other room for me. 13 points. 13 points. Another struggling game right now for the Saints. And this is the team to beat in this division. This is the veteran team of the division, and all that stuff. It got elite defense. You got one of the best quarterbacks in the league. Let the league tell it. Now on the team, but they're still struggling. Andy Dalton was putting up these type of numbers last year when it comes to points. I don't give a damn about yards. I'm a Bucs fan. I watch Tom Brady from a passing standpoint lead the NFL in yards last year, but be a bottom 5 offense due to not being able to put up points. This looks very similar to what they're doing there with the Saints right now. It's only week 2, and they're winning right now, right? I mean, shit. At the end of the day, it's hard to get wins in the NFL. But come on, man. How many more excuses are we gonna give players like Derek Carr for stuff like that? That's all. I guess that's my soliloquy with that game. Mike's gonna come in here with more detail because he's been watching this game a little more than I have. I'm definitely gonna rewatch the game, but yeah, it's not something to brag about. If I'm a Saints fan right now, but we are gonna talk a little bit about the 2 teams in the NFC South that's already won some games, and that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who are 2-0, and the Atlanta Falcons that are 2-0 as well. I guess I'll start with the Atlanta Falcons a little bit, just because, I'm not going to eat crow because I'm not at a place yet where I'm ready to say the Falcons have arrived. Now, are the Falcons a better team this year? Yes, they are. They are definitely a better team. Their defense is a lot better. But there's only to go up. I think they were like last in the league in many statistical categories when it came to defense, when it came to pass rush, when it came to stopping the pass. Not getting any interceptions, not fumble, like no turnovers. Like they were last in damn near every category. Now, like I said, they're a very presentable team. I mean, they got a very presentable, front. I would say front with Calais Campbell, Bud Dupree. Bud Dupree been looking decent. Grady Jarrett's been kind of quiet, which I was a little shocked about. And David Oyamata, those players. And just to start off, it was a formidable front, and they've been a formidable front in the first couple games. The problem with the Falcons is their offense. Desmond Ridder, I know he's doing enough to win games right now, and I saw the crazy stat. I think we showed it last time that Desmond Ridder at home is 26 or 20 now with the win that he just had. I think he's either 27 or 28-0 at home games. That's impressive. That's very impressive. He finds a way to win. And, I text Mike earlier today when I watched the game fully, because I watched my game the other day. I said the Falcons that was a very gritty game by the Falcons, and that was pretty impressive. If it wasn't from Jordan Love doing his rendition of what's his name, Mark Sanchez with the butt fumble, I think that was just as bad as the butt fumble with him trying to quarterback sneak without a ball. That was pretty bad. And that gave the Falcons the opportunity to get the ball back, milk the clock, and win that game, which, as a fan, I'm not going to apologize for another team's, mishaps, right? I mean, they were up by 10. They did a lot of things to get back into that game. And again, Green Bay made the mistakes down the stretch that the Falcons did not make. Good job, and then that decision on 4th down to not kick the field goal and go for it on inches was a really big play too, because they could milk the clock more. That only gave the Green Bay a minute left on the clock, which wasn't enough for them to go down after Koo kicked that field goal for the win. At the end of the day, Falcons, that was pretty impressive. I was impressed, but I still can't beat us. I ain't worried about y'all, man. What we got going on here? I ain't worried about no damn Falcons, man. I said all that, just still not say I'm not even fucking done. Still get it done. 7 straight years. Yeah, man. The Panthers are feeling what it's been to be basically every team in this division at one point of their franchise. I think the Panthers right now are the one team in the NFL that did not have to deal with that. Basically going through like a losing stretch. And it's starting to feel like this might be their stretch of having to feel that pain of what it's going to look like. Because even if this year, let's say this year is a wash for the Panthers. All right. And next year is the year they start ascending up with some of their players. They got to start paying players. They got to pay Derek Brown. They got to make a decision with J.C. Horn. They got to make a decision with Jeremy Chin. They got to make a decision with Brian Burns. Who else? I don't think I got players on that offensive line. I know I'm missing players because Mike told me there's a lot of players that they gotta start paying. Oh, talk about Mike. What's going on, brother?
Man. Hey, Thomas Brown, I need you to get that play card and start doing what you do. I can't take it no more. I just seen Adam Thielen, Jonathan Mingo running beside each other on a drag route when it's 3rd and 4.
They did that earlier.
Right.
You saw shit earlier?
Yeah, but they just did it again in the red zone, man. What the? My bad. I know I got background watching this game. My bad, y'all.
No, you good. I mean, shoot. I'm trying to peek and talk at the same time. What's going on, Jerry? Yeah, I'm trying to, I gave some kudos if you ain't here with Falcons. I had to they're definitely looking better, but I'm not all the way sold to the point where I'm like, they're getting closer to us, but they're not there yet. For me, at least, And then I talked about y'all game a little for as much as I could see. Your defense is getting after it, but your offense it's going to be a problem.
Pathetic. It's pathetic.
It's
pathetic. It's no other way to put it. It's pathetic. Like week in, week out. This is the same bull crap we saw in preseason, man. I've been calling for it. I've been asking for it. Like if you, unless you're under a rock, look at the new wave of these offenses, man, and look who's calling these things. You got Ben Johnson out there and with the Lions. You got still Sean McVay, younger guy. You got even Dave Canal. Look at this shit. You got Dave Canales. Man. DJ, you said it best, bro. I think we were talking about the Wilkes, and if you haven't checked it out, check it out on our Twitter. Steve Wilkes or the YouTube. Steve, we asked the question. It's still only week 2. But was not hiring Steve Wilkes a wrong move? Was it the wrong move? Because these guys here, man, this look way worse than we had on offense under Steve Wilkes, and he's not even an offensive guy, man. I'm sorry, I know it's the end of the game, man, and I wasn't even gonna jump on, but you start talking about Panthers, everybody start talking. I had to jump in on it.
Yeah, man. Like
13 points, man.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is bad. This is not. You said yourself, it's worse than under Wilkes, and there's no look and see if this is getting better. This feels like Matt Rule all over again. The offense can't do nothing, and you got to continue to lean on the defense, and it's going to break eventually, which it looks like it's starting to happen a little bit because they're not getting any help by the other side of the field.
And I've been talking.
Yeah,
I've been talking about this. This is what you felt like you went through last year with Tom Brady and Byron Leftwich calling plays. This is what I've been seeing with Carolina for a long time. So if you go bring an offensive right. If you bring an offensive-minded guy in, man, this is pathetic. Got Bryce out here, man.
Yeah, it's got to become
no first-round draft pick.
It's got to be demoralizing watching this over and over again. I mean, now that we're a little older, we understand. We break down X's and O's a lot more. Obviously during the Bucs drought, I like to call it.
Right.
The further I got into it, it was kind of like I became done with it, right? And I kind of was like, until we bring in a formidable coaching staff that can actually get things together, and that's what basically we got together with when Bruce Arians was brought here. We're talking 4 years ago. I understand that, but when that structure came in and bringing in players that have won, be it Tom Brady and everything that came with that, and now even carrying over to now with a team that's used to winning with Todd Bowles now, who he talks about all the time. He has a bunch of teachers on his coaching staff, and he has a bunch of players that know what it looks like to win. That shit matters. And the continuity when it comes to the nucleus of players, and you can insert a player like a Baker Mayfield, and he gets somebody that he looked at was like he has that newer style of offense that Todd Bowles went through a bunch of interviews with and was like, Dave Canales is that guy. He brought a lot of things that he struggled with as a defensive coordinator to understand things. And it's a modern offense, as to why I think the first 2 weeks we have looked, especially on defense, like we're going to be a problem this year, definitely on defense. And it's still a work in progress on offense, but I mean, these motherfuckers put up almost 500 yards of offense, I think, this past week. And I understand it's the Bears, but again, the Bucs are supposed to be a bottom five team this year by many eyes. Hell, I even had to talk Mike and be like, look, this roster is not that bad. And he was like, yeah, you guys aren't bottom five bad, but I still see you guys as a bottom tier team in the NFL. And nobody wants any credit that we could even possibly be 2-0 right now. And I know many of y'all pissed off about that. Many of y'all. So we got somebody in here. Let's bring him in. Let's see what we got going on here. This is the call-in show, so what's up?
Hey.
Yo, what's going on?
Well, I know the Saints has got a touchdown, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, what's going on, Hurricane Mike?
Hurricane Mike, what's going on, man? You a Saints fan?
Yeah. You know what?
Oh, I don't see a lot of y'all today.
Oh, yeah, y'all about to start popping in here, huh?
You know what? I could talk trash, but you know what? Good game. The game's still not over. I've seen some games where Saints decided to win and they lost. You know what? I would talk trash. Normally, I am trash talking, but I'm in a good mood today, so I'm gonna let y'all slide. But in week 14, we're coming again. So.
Now, Mike, how confident are you really in this offense so far? You've seen 2 weeks of it, and you see a lot of struggles with it, right?
Well, the thing is, right, yes, the offense has struggling, but I personally haven't seen it, but Saints fans seen it back in 2006 when we got Drew Brees, right? Where Drew Brees coming into the season, they weren't scoring many points, right? The offense wasn't flow, but they were still winning. I'm not saying their car is Brees. I would like him to be, but this is the thing, right? So Saints fans seen this with Brees, where the offense wasn't scoring much points, but we were winning games, right? And Carr, I feel like, is kind of like that, where he's not like we're not going to go for like 30 or 40 every week, but one thing we will get like 10 to 20, and we'll still be able to win because that defense is just so immaculate. Because we have the best, like we arguably have a top 5 to top 10 defense in the NFL. We have the best defense in the division.
That's fair.
So, yeah, we have the best defense in the division. So I feel like, yes, when we play division rivals, it's going to be tough for them. Like, that's why I thought unbiasedly that we were going to beat the Panthers today, because you got a rookie quarterback against the Saints defense. You're doomed for disaster. I'm just saying, bro. You cannot start a rookie quarterback against the Saints defense, all right? Because he will get his feelings hurt, okay?
So the problem is the thing about the whole thing, and we've seen this since preseason with the Panthers.
Yes,
he's not. I mean, look at how your secondary is locking down these receivers. There's no separation. There's nothing there. I did see one player he missed it, but I mean, it's more times than not. These damn weapons are not flashing enough for him to feel confident enough to throw the ball in these windows.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
And also, man, they're not scheming up well enough for these receivers. You know who you have on your roster. You know who you brought in and what you got.
Yep.
You know what you got. So they're not scheming. And like I said, I seen Bingo and Thielen in the same spot. Why? You should never have 2 receivers in the same spot. Somebody's doing something wrong, or his scheme is just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I mean, 9 points. You put up 10 points last week. You put up 9 this week. It's pathetic offense. There's 2 very good defenses in the division. So kudos to the Saints, man, for getting the dub and starting off 2-0. And the Carolina Panthers are what everybody thought Tampa was going to be, with no first-round pick.
Yep.
But it's early. It's early. We started like this before. We started like this last year, and we put ourselves in position to, be in the hunt. It's early.
Yeah, but
Well, to
this
be
year feels
fair,
a lot
everybody's in the hunt last year in this division.
Yeah, but this is going to be a race. It feels like this year because of the divisions we got to play.
Yeah,
We
like
definitely going
a
that
lot
hole
of Saints
early.
fans, y'all might call us crazy, and y'all might say we're just trying to say it. But a lot of Saints fans have been like, for example, for me, people keep saying this is the worst division in football. I don't think that. And here's why: you have this might sound biased, but you have a good playoff team in the New Orleans Saints, and then you have 3 teams that could fight for a playoff spot. Not saying that they're going to make it into the playoffs, but the Falcons, they suck booty cheeks, okay? And the Panthers, I just don't believe in rookie QBs in their rookie season because college is way different than the NFL. That's why I don't think the Panthers are going to be a good team this year because y'all are starting a rookie, and that's just the rookie curse, okay? So, yeah, and the Buccaneers, we'll see how they are. They're 2-0, but to be fair, the Broncos were 3-0 a couple years ago. Then they ended up missing the playoffs, so we just have to see what happens. But, as a Saints fan, it's always who that nation. The Saints are always the best team in the NFL. Don't care what nobody says. In our hearts, we know that we're the best because we're the Saints.
Man, ain't nobody worry about y'all. Man. Y'all
boy.
Nobody worry about
Hey,
you.
Gary.
Feel good about your 2 wins right now. I mean, you beat
Oh, the Panthers fans didn't even
you beat a
stadium.
team that can't score any points or really move the ball really at all.
Yo, we didn't make the
And
schedule.
you
Take that
scored
up with them.
16 points against the Titans. So once again,
I don't care. I
DJ,
don't.
Hold
I
on,
don't.
DJ.
Mike,
What's
Yo,
up?
Jerry.
Jerry, what's good, man?
whew, man, if y'all got any if y'all got any Advil or Tylenol or some ibuprofen, my God, bro, my goodness, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Nice tackle.
Ooh.
20 to 9.
Boy, does my offense need a lot of fixing this season? My goodness gracious.
Jets have a penny off the
I
team.
know we turned it up in the second half, but good God Almighty, bro.
Get Penning off the team.
Man,
First.
hold on, man. Hold on, man. We ain't gonna sleep. We ain't gonna sleep on my defense now. My defense just
Hey,
tired. Y'all,
I'm not-
we've been on the field almost double the time y'all been on. Your defense been on the field.
Mike, I'm gonna tell you this, like I told this Titan fan.
And the
last
Titans
week,
got a good defense, man.
y'all defense no joke, bro. I gotta give credit where it's due, bro. For me, we'll get the win and all that, and that's great. But damn, y'all put us to test. Your defense put my boys to test, bro. Seriously, they need some major work with this offensive line, bro. Seriously.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I'm talking
right.
about everything. I'm talking about everything in their mama and their daddy. Jesus.
Yep.
All right, Mike. We're gonna let Jerry get his little. You got any final thoughts, Mike? Because got you on for a couple minutes. We're gonna let Mike kind of get his what he saw today.
Well, last thing. For those who are saying that the Saints got 2 Mickey Mouse wins, last time I checked, and Jerry can back me up on this, they don't call me Hurricane Mike for nothing. There's a reason behind it. You can ask him after I get off. But for those who say that the Saints got 2 Mickey Mouse wins, I have a bone to pick with you. So first of all, a win is a win, so shut your mouth and get in line.
Ooh.
Second, last time I checked, the Titans had DeAndre Hopkins. Oh my God, he's gonna cook a lot more. That's what I've been hearing all offseason. And what happened? Titans fans saying that the Saints don't got a chance. Well, we still won though. I don't care if we win by 1 or 100. We still win at the end of the day. And last time I checked, 2-0 is still on the record. We won a division game and we won an AFC game. Now we beat the Packers, that's an NFC game, so we're 3-0 with everything. So shut your mouth. So Saints got 2 Mickey Mouse wins? No, Saints got 2 NFL wins. Get it right and stay in line and shut your mouth and just watch the game and be quiet.
All right. You heard it here first with Mike, man. We appreciate you all the time checking us out, dog.
Dude,
Appreciate you, Mike. Hurricane Mike. Pew, pew, pew.
See you next time. We're gonna keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, dog.
And
That's all I'm saying. Keep the same energy.
Mike, DJ, Mike, I gotta tell you about that brother, man. I'm telling you, and it's good reason why we do call him Hurricane Mike, for a good reason. Because this man, DJ and Mike, trolled and trash talked a Chicago Bear fan, and then turn around and trash talk a Giants fan. Talking about, oh, Derek Carr ain't this, oh, Derek Carr ain't that. Man, he made them two fools look stupid. I'm sorry, bro. He made them two fools look like idiots, bro.
Hey, man.
Woo, Jesus. Bruh.
Man, I don't like the NFL, man.
Mike.
I don't like the NFL, man.
Yeah, you need to zero that energy towards your franchise. Don't say the NFL. NFL's been having some really good, especially yesterday. I think everything was a low one scoring game. The NFL has been great, and maybe because I'm sitting here at 2-0, but
get them Tuba. Y'all ain't been running Tuba, but now y'all want to run Tuba. They get on my damn nerves, man. This coaches.
Mike,
we got the Avengers though. We got the damn Avengers, according to everybody. We got the Avengers.
I'm telling you, fellas. I mean, it's just been Sunday. Has just been like a world of turns, bruh. I'm telling you. I mean, look at Washington, bruh. And those guys are 2-0, and they beat Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos to prevent them from going to overtime yesterday on Sunday. That's crazy.
Yeah, that game was ugly early.
I've never seen something like that in my life, bruh. Never.
Yeah, I did have the Commanders winning that, though. I actually like the Commanders a little bit this year.
They soared back in that game.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. They got some fight.
You see the
might make it
another thing, and look at the Giants. They made a comeback and beat them by 3 points and beat Arizona by 3.
Yeah,
and they were down 28-0 in like in the first half or something, or like first, second, and third quarter, something like that.
Yeah, it was rough. That's what I'm saying. I couldn't believe that.
Crazy.
I'm telling you, man, this season is full of surprises, bro.
Oh my gosh.
Apparently the Bucs are the biggest surprise because we sitting there at 2-0 and nobody want to talk about it yet. Obviously, we got the Philadelphia Eagles coming up this week. I mean, I think this is the first.
That's
this
gonna
is
be
a test.
Tough. And they're coming to y'all.
This is a heat check.
It sure is a heat check.
So we're gonna see what this team really made of coming up this week. But again, these mugs gave us a lot of hell. Yeah, I'm gonna continue to watch because then after the Philadelphia Eagles, guess what? We got the New Orleans Saints. So
yeah, because so that's the thing. Who the Saints got next week?
We got Green Bay Sunday in Green Bay.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough.
And I tell you what, they kind of disappointed me on Sunday, bro. I got that bag, but they mess around and let the Falcons beat them by 1 point.
That butt fumble I talked about, the one where he just took off without the ball. I knew the Falcons were going to come back and win that game. Lord, because they were already surging, and that dumb shit happened. I'm like, oh my god! And they had to end up punting it. I was like, yeah, this is not.
Y'all scored.
So, yes, we did.
So they're not out the woods.
It's fun. We got 2 passing touchdowns. One is to Hayden Hurst. The other one's to Adam Thielen.
Well, we still got a minute and 16 seconds left. So anything, like I say, anything can happen in the 2-minute drill.
Man, this feel like that. How Mike used to talk about Jameis Winston getting them garbage.
This is empty calories. Yeah, that's exactly what this is. This is empty calories. Yeah, man.
Unless y'all get
we
this
going for
onside
2?
kick.
Oh, they got it.
Oh, I like that.
Oh shit.
Got him. Yo,
Oh,
he is definitely featuring Adam Thielen. If don't nobody else get the ball, Adam Thielen's gonna get the daggone target.
we know. I know about Dylan when he was a Viking.
But I just
always
He
been
ain't
the
the same
same
player.
killing us.
he damn sure ain't the same player.
Mm-mm.
So they try to make it cute. Okay, we got to build off this.
Wow.
And now, I mean, that was for Vegas. The spread was -3.
Lord have mercy.
For the Saints.
I need a drink. I need a fucking drink, bro. This is suspense, bro. I'm telling you.
Man, that's garbage time. Y'all already got the seal the victory. I don't know this onside kick, man. I hope we get this. I hope it be one like them Atlanta moments where we just blew the game last year in Atlanta. I hope they do the same thing. Come on, blow it.
Come on.
It ain't gonna happen. We had way too many opportunities, man. We just don't.
I know what you mean. Get it. Yep, we got it back.
Yeah, shout out to my kicker though, man.
This goes back to Frank Wright, right? I mean, Frank Wright talked about the beginning of the season. What did he say? Y'all don't even know what we doing. You still showing you don't know what the hell you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like this offense and your offensive guy, you were brought here. That was the talking point as to why you did not bring Steve Wilkes here. And what's the side of the ball that looks like they're lost? Looks like they don't know what's going on. Can't get no separation. The damn combination. You got players in the same spot. That's disciplining. You're the head of that. You're supposed to have Caldwell. You're supposed to have all these offensive gurus here. And that offense looks like doo-doo.
Yeah. It looks like the worst offense in the division.
We should have ran that. That would have been 6 right there, bro. But I'll take first down.
Doo-doo.
I thought he was gonna take it to the house, bro.
But he made all that talking.
Yeah.
Man, shit. I thought Taysom was gonna take it to the house, bro. That was definitely gonna be it. But down.
Well, Taysom was a problem in this game.
Joker said Frank Wright sucks.
God damn.
We got
Dookie offensive-minded head coach. All right, look, it's week 2.
It's like
Frank.
like DJ said earlier. It's early, you got 16 weeks to go. It's still early, so anything can change in a heartbeat. Anything can change.
Yeah, the changes should be Frank Wright handing over the playbook to Thomas Brown and saying, here, young man, take over. Let me just delegate.
But I tell you,
because this is pathetic. I've seen high school football schemes look better than this, and I can tell because Bryce Young is extremely frustrated. Extremely. I don't see Bryce. He's usually calm, cool. You can see him frustrated, and it's not due to what's happening to him. It's due to lack of being where you're supposed to be. Lack of design, play calling. Like this is pathetic. But kudos to the defense,
lack of
though.
Accountability and discipline with the Panthers right now.
Yeah.
What Mike is like this, man. And I hear people say it all the time. That's the thing about these divisional games. It always gonna come out. It's always gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm.
Always. I mean, you can ask any fan that's in the division. I mean, it don't matter what team it is. It don't matter if it's New Orleans. If it don't matter if it's Carolina, Atlanta, Tampa Bay, Pittsburgh, Baltimore. You name it. It's always gonna be intense.
Right.
And I mean, look at what we had. I mean, look at what we had in college football Saturday night with Colorado and Colorado State. And that game came down to the wire.
Yeah.
So, prime example.
Well, I got some thoughts on that game. That's going to be a whole other podcast because that was
Yeah.
There was some things that's going on in that game.
I'm just giving you the teaser.
I ain't playing with that one. But all right, well, obviously this game's over. Saints win 20-17. Kind of been getting a little thoughts right now. So Jerry, I guess I'll ask you, like, all right, y'all scored now 20 points. Y'all scored, 16-20. How are you feeling about this team so far? I'll just say that overall, because like I'm not going to just go on one side of the ball, but that's just how I feel about it. But overall, where y'all sitting going into Green Bay next week, confidence in the team, where you stand?
DJ, Mike, if there was one good thing I could say about this Saints team, that defense is no joke. They know. I mean, I put it like this: you can put the whole damn defense out there and play offense better than that, better than this offense. Because Lord Jesus, in that first half, I mean, they didn't know exactly what to do, and I mean, Carr was getting pressured. It's that freaking offensive line, bro. Mike can tell you the same thing about his offensive line. I mean, they didn't know they weren't on their P's and Q's, bro. They got to get better than this. But credit to that defense and the special teams, but that offense really, really, really needs some major work in the upcoming weeks because I'm telling you, because the Packers, they're going to come in angry, and they might, who knows, they might beat the shit out of us on Sunday if we go up. Because like they always say, you can't underestimate your opponent because look at this game we just played. We nearly almost lost to Carolina, but we hung in there and won. I mean, all I can say is this offensive line of the New Orleans Saints, DJ and Mike, they really got to get their shit together this week because you got the Packers coming up, then we got you, DJ, on the 1st. Then we got the Patriots on the 8th, the Texans on the 15th, and we open up Thursday Night Football against Jacksonville and close out against
the opponents down. I see
Indianapolis against the Colts.
Look, y'all will be fine, man.
Yeah.
The offensive line, we knew this coming into the season. The offensive line was going to be what the offensive line was. That's not where you got, I guess, top end players at. You got them on the outside. You hope to have it at the quarterback now. Running back, we haven't even seen Alvin Kamara, who, in my opinion, is the most dynamic player on the team. Outside of Chris Olave is getting there. He's making a name for himself.
Yes, he is.
And then you got the linebackers, Demario Davis, who's one of our favorite players for years. And then that secondary is definitely the best secondary in the division.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, Dennis Allen is like, just minimize mistakes and just score some. Score enough. That's all we need you to do. Score enough, get us in field goal range, whatever we need just to score, because this defense is going to hold us down. That's going to be our bread and butter on how we're going to win this year.
Yep. I got you.
So, all right. Well, anything else, Jerry, before we jump into the looking at this other stuff? See if anybody else want to call in or anything.
I think that's about it for me, bro. Just
all right, man.
Chop it with y'all and watch the remainder of this game. And
that's a bet, man.
Yeah, I ain't watching. I'm going over to the Browns and the man. I don't want to see no post game. I don't want to see nothing. I'm over here eating hush puppies. Only reason I ain't on camera is because I'm eating hush puppies right now.
Knock yourself out, Mike.
Wife and made some fish and hush puppies and big, all the little stuff they got at the
Oh man, that's a Sunday dinner on a Monday, bro.
Oh yeah, she hooked me up. She know my Panthers playing, so she hooked me up.
Shout out to your wife.
Yeah, man. Shout out to wife, man. She knew I needed some comfort food.
Oh yeah.
She knew I was gonna need this.
Yeah, you're gonna need a hug when you go to bed too.
Shoot, I had to eat some repast food, man. We over here dying, man.
I hear you, Mike. I hear you, bro.
Nah, but congratulations on the dub, man. I thought we were gonna squeak this one out, man. But better team won. Kudos. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. I can't hate. I feel like Derek Carr did what he needed to do. Y'all ran the ball at times. I mean, y'all still don't have a good running average, but you got it in the end zone when you need to get it in the end zone. And to me, wasn't this the preseason stud that just kind of scored 2 touchdowns? This guy has been with Sean Payton and the Saints. It seems like he balls out every preseason. Tony Jones.
Tony Jones, Tony Jones Jr.
Yeah, and because they out Alvin Kamara and Jamal Williams out and Kendre Miller's out, they had to go to daggone Tony Jones, the preseason star.
Hey, man.
And he did enough.
Yep.
All right, Jerry, we're going to allow somebody else to try to come up here, but, man, we always appreciate you, man. We always appreciate you showing up. And, yeah, man, it's time to get some stuff off of Mike J. You go.
All right, man.
All right, Jerry.
Mike, appreciate y'all having me on here, man. I'm going to go ahead and jet out of here and let y'all have it, brother.
All right, fam. Appreciate you, my G.
All right, bro. Y'all be blessed, man.
All right. You too, fam. Always.
All right, peace.
Man, peace, T.
All right, man. That's Jerry. You know, I appreciate Mike and Jerry. Hurricane Mike. Hurricane Mike, you got to make a hurricane next time you come on. And you got to have it while you're drinking it because you can't come on here no more without a hurricane in your hand. You're going to be Hurricane Mike. I better see a hurricane in your hand, dog. But Mike, tell them why you mad, son.
All right, man. Look, I'm so sick of this pedestrian offense, man. Like this is the same kill. And I know. We got a new system. We got to get all this, but man, I don't want to miss me with that. You had a guy that daggone had the team believing. You had a guy, an organization in this group that knew nothing about winning. And you had this guy teach them how to win. And they were winning and believing. And all you had to do was put in what they wanted to say was a quarterback. What David Tepper, and it seemed like all of us thought we could just plug in this quarterback and take whatever coaching staff we wanted, and it was just going to be fine. We got an offensive-minded head coach, so he should be able to mold and do all the stuff we need him to do with a quarterback. We got Josh McCown, a guy that had all this experience but never really been a quarterback coach in the NFL like that. Thomas Brown, a guy that I think if you give him the keys, he's going to drive the mess out this thing, but he ain't going to do it. He's stubborn right now, so he ain't going to give him the keys. Thomas Brown, a young guy, who knows? Dave Canales is out there 2-0 is all. 2-0. Got his team in position to win because they've been able to score enough points to allow that defense to do whatever they need to do. Our defense isn't giving up the butt. This defense is holding teams and doing what they got to do, but they're tired. They stay on the football field. How can we help them out? Like Frank Wright, man, this play calling is pathetic. We don't have the weapons that's just going to automatically just get open, man. It's just not on this roster. And I've seen DJ Chark, and I know he's still coming back from an injury, so it's going to take time. But I've seen him stretch the field and be able to have opportunities to do things. Where is that at? We took a shot. I think we may have took 2. And one of them was a pass interference that got us in the daggone red zone. We can't keep being so conservative with you just dinking and dunking and not testing and stretching the field because those opportunities are there. We got to if we want to be able to run the ball. We have to. You talked about that. Talked about that when you got hired, Frank. And then talk about the preseason. Oh, well, this is perfect because nobody knows what we're going to do. Hell, like DJ said, you don't know what you're going to do. Who was this Ford kid running for the Browns, man? I'm going to have to pick up because my boy got hurt. But, yeah, man, I don't know what Chuba was at. I thought Chuba ran the ball really well against the Falcons last week, but it seemed like they didn't want to give him touches. I mean, it's a top 10 pick with no top 10 pick. Ooh. So you got the Bears potentially. Could be in the same boat as we are with 2 top 10 picks. And you got a top 10 pick that you can't even get. So you got to wait till the second round before you can even help build this roster. And if you don't think the guys are on the roster right now, how do you think you're going to get it? So forget paying Brian Burns because you got to pay him. Forget paying Derek Brown. Are you just going to start this thing over? It's going to have to be a new wave and you just kind of let these guys go on and start your own. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's week 2. Frank Reich's been here before, but I think that was an anomaly with the Colts to go off with Andrew Luck and be able to get his team to the playoffs. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. I'm calling this team as I see it. I'm not sitting over here thinking, oh, this is what they can be. We got this. No, I'm telling you what I see, and this is piss poor. This is pathetic. This is pathetic offense. And they shouldn't be able to look themselves in the mirror, man. And Frank Reich, I put all this on you. Sorry. Evero, I can't put that on the defense. Evero's doing his thing over there on the defensive end. I can't ask him to be top 5 all the time. I just asked him to be average, and he's above average.
Is this all Frank Reich? I mean,
let's tap him, man.
There you go. And who
it's Tepper.
And your
I'm talking about the offense.
Yeah, but I mean, the decision was made. And I know you already mentioned it with Wilkes, but they went for the nostalgia for this team. They went for the feel good story. Tepper went the ushy gushy route to get rid of the black man. I was like, I hate to say it that way, but that's what it feels like. That was actually leading this team, right? I feel like everything, which you already mentioned, right? We got maybe some new people. We're at the end of the show, whatever. That everything Wilkes brought to that team, and you can see it here, is gone.
Yeah,
it's gone. That fight, that dog that y'all fought with the end of the year when you were like, man, if we just insert a quarterback, we got a chance.
Right.
Panther fans, erase that from your mind right now. Erase it. You're back at ground zero. God, you. It's a New York City. I mean, you probably 9/11. I mean, I hate to put it that way, but like y'all in the ground, and just be prepared. I mean, from what I saw, be prepared. Like how Mike's sitting back and just like shaking his head. Get ready.
Yeah, because you got to find something else to do with your Sundays, man.
It feels very like last year for us, and I said it earlier today. Like I really think because of what this division got to play, this shit gonna turn into a race. I do think these teams in this division, because there's a lot of good. I mean, I think everybody has a good defense in this division. I think if the offense is kind of meeting the defenses halfway, that's going to be the team to do it. And
facts.
Going against the teams, we're going to be going against a lot of young play, a lot of young quarterback play, teams that's still trying to prove how good they actually are. And it can easily turn into a race because, the NFC East has to play the West. Those, you can argue those are the two, that's the cream of the crop when it comes to the NFC. So they're going to be banging heads. So I don't know. I just feel like there's a chance with the NFC South to actually have 3 teams if things play out the right way. I know it's only week 2, but you can see it.
We better not. We better not. I'd be disgusted if 3 teams make the playoffs from our division and we're the team out. We better not. It better not. We better not have no more than 2. That's it. We better not have 3. I promise you that, man. And we the team sitting out in this whole division in the playoffs. Man, I'm not going through that, man. I'm reclining right now. You see what I'm doing, y'all?
You're going to be in that chair like,
man.
Like I said,
I'm reclining because I'm
waiting
relaxed.
for me to say that because we still need to start seeing these teams against other opponents and everything like that. And I understand that, right? But you still got 3 teams right now, and you can only go off of what you've seen so far. I've watched the Falcons win gritty games, right? I watched the Bucs win gritty games, and I watched the Saints, who have, 2 Saints fans come on here, and I can't say they're wrong, the best defense in the division. And they're being carried by that best defense because that offense, they're barely making it by with with the defense just balling.
Right.
So you got 3 teams sitting there at 2-0. So it has to be a conversation. Not it don't gotta be a conversation, but it has to be something that has to be put out there right now. That could happen.
Yep, but it ain't. I pray.
And they say what? When you're 2-0, your chances of making the playoffs is now up to 66%.
Yep.
That's a pretty good percentage. I'll take that percentage.
Yep. Oh man. What a year. This is gonna be a long season, Panther fans. So like DJ said, sit back. You see, I got my recliner. Yes.
What the
sit back, relax.
Doing?
Yeah. Put your seatbelt on, buckle up, and just enjoy the ride and just try to pick out some good cogs and pieces from this team that you can see moving forward. If you can see the development of guys, great, because it's not about winning this year. This is not going to be a winning season for us. I just pray Bryce can stay upright. I wonder if we should have started Andy to start this season. Because I'm a big believer in letting these young quarterbacks kind of take time to sit back and develop instead of throwing in the fire. Because hopefully this doesn't ruin Bryce. Because we've seen quarterbacks be thrown in the fire and just the team just never built around him like he was supposed to, and he just got ruined. Cam Newton. But
what's his name? Matt Schaub. Or not Matt Schaub. What's his name? Carr.
Derek
Carr brother.
Yeah, not David Carr. Yeah.
David Carr. Yeah.
David Carr. First overall pick, right?
Yeah. And like you said, Bryce ain't seen nothing like this in his career.
No.
He's never seen incompetence. He's never seen players that's supposed to be that can't get open on a consistent basis. Yeah. He's used to taking hits, but it still pays off because he's able to deliver the ball and that player's gonna make a play.
Right.
So good luck, Bryce. Good luck,
man.
But this is an interesting comment by Brian. If we can hold on, the AK come back, it's over. I don't know, bro. I mean, I know he's gonna make a difference with the, especially because Derek Carr likes to dump the ball off. But
they got the weakest. Don't they have the weakest or one of the weakest schedules in the NFL this year? Oh, yeah. He ain't lying, because the way that defense can continue to play, his offense is only going to improve with adding Alvin Kamara. It can't help but to improve. Now that pass swing game is there, you got to worry about that. Now they got to, man.
Yeah, there'll
Pete
be
Carmichael there'll
be an uptick. But hey, man, congratulations to the Saints. Mike's like, he over this shit. You already tell. We're gonna move on. But 20-17, Saints 2-0.
Yep.
And I mean, you want to go to next? Like you want real quick, give you a 2-piece on these other 2 games, and if anybody else want to call in, you definitely can call in, give you a piece, whatever, and we can start calling.
Yeah, we'll probably wrap it up here shortly. But I will, man. I want to give props to Atlanta, man. I've always felt that Arthur Smith was a very good head coach, man. I honestly feel like he's the best coach in the division. I think he gets the most out of his guys, I should say. I've seen him with less talent, but get bigger results. And that impresses me as a fan of football, to see somebody that can do that. I'm just thoroughly impressed. So the Atlanta Falcons, man, kudos to them. I thought the second half, man, they made in-game adjustments that they needed to. And Arthur Smith hit it out the park, man. He did the same thing against us a week ago. And he made the adjustments at halftime when it was a tie ball game and hit it out the park to be able to pull away for the victory. So that's something that I'm seeing in Arthur Smith that I like a lot. I don't know if I'm seeing that from everybody yet, but I like it a lot. Arthur Smith has this gritty, like he reminds me of a defensive. I know he's an offensive minded head coach, but he reminds me of a defensive guy because of the style of offense he likes to play, which Intel talks about the other coaches in this division. So, but Drake London, yeah, he scored. So kudos to him. But Bijan Robinson is definitely going to get Rookie of the Year as long as he stays healthy. That's his award. Bijan Robinson's getting Offensive Rookie of the Year. Yeah, Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter doesn't lose at home. You sent it, DJ. You the one brought this up. I would have never known about this if you didn't send this mess to me. You sent this garbage to me. So now I got to look at Desmond Ritter at 28-0. That's at home. That's his record, I guess, going to high school, college, something like that. I don't know. 28-0. To get on Tampa, man. Tampa did what Tampa does. Score more than 17 points. They're gonna win the football game. That's what they do. The defense is getting back to form. Might not be back to that Super Bowl form, but it's much better, or it looks to be better. It looks to be much better, excuse me, than what it was last year. They got more speed, they got more grit. It seems like they're all on one accord, and that's the thing that's scary about them is they're all speaking the same language. Shit, even DJ the fan is speaking the same language. I heard Baker Mayfield in an interview seemed like he watched one of our videos or was tapping in on our conversation because DJ said the exact same thing throughout the offseason about this team. So to me, that's dangerous when you got a team that knows how to win and they're all speaking the same language. That just comes from head coaching. That's good leadership. That's great leadership. So kudos to Todd Bowles for getting these men who everybody thought was going to be the doodle team of the division, which it looks like to us, to be where they are. It's just the schedule's concerning to me because you got to play that number one mess, man. And so Eagles going to be tough, all that stuff. But yeah, Baker got that grit.
I think a lot of people are holding on to this. And if you're not watching what Baker's doing, he's not looking anything like he was in Carolina. This is, if you watch this for a little while now, Mike did this whole breakdown of Baker Mayfield and his excitement for what he was going to look like with the Carolina Panthers. My friend, everything you showed with the grit, him getting confident that you can just, all he has to do is come in here and make that throw. That's what he's doing with us. I mean, he's breaking tackles that, players are coming free. You see the energy that he brings, right? And, I'm not the biggest Baker fan at all, right? But you can't, especially when he's on your side, you can't help but begin to love this guy. He gives everything for your team. And on top of that, this man's making plays. I mean, sidearm throws. I mean, breaking tackles and throwing bombs down the field, scoring touchdowns and hitting Mike Evans for 180 yards or whatever the hell it is. And I mean, Baker is definitely rubbing off on me. It still ain't stopping me from not getting a quarterback in his next draft. But if he's a player I have to sign for the next couple of years to help transition, if he continues to play the way he does, man, we'll be okay at quarterback. And we can properly transition a quarterback into becoming, the next quarterback of the future if everything goes the way it should. But, man, I got to give kudos to Baker. And Mike already said it, but I've been doing it all off season, and I'm gonna continue to do it because I'm tired. I was tired of people dragging Todd Bowles before even seeing it, and it didn't make any sense to me. I always said this to Mike: you love everything he's doing this off season, right? You loved everything, but you still look at Todd Bowles as being a terrible coach. That never makes any sense. So I feel like it's always deeper than him as a coach. You didn't want to give him any credit for the shit he had to deal with last year. You basically just dumped it on his lap, even though he was hired after the combine, basically right when the draft started, because BA, I'm gone. Tom Brady, anorexic Tom Brady, because his wife's about to divorce his ass, comes back looking like not even looking like, even with the TB12 diet, he looked sick. Came back. All the shit he had to deal with that, with Byron Leftwich, a player that he wanted to fire. It was multiple times reported. But I don't got to go into that. I don't got to go to that every fucking time I talk about Todd Bowles. But nobody wanted to give credit to that. But now all of a sudden people are like, oh, Todd might be a good. No, man, keep the same damn energy. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear none of that. And then we're about to play Philly. So I already know them Songbirds about to come back out because we're about to play probably one of the top 3 teams in a division, which nobody in this division has played yet, right? And this is a heat check. And we'll talk about it on Wednesday. But yeah, it for what already being seen, and like I don't want to get too much into that matchup because we're just getting past this matchup. Which again, I saw a lot of great things. Zion McCollum has been taking leaps and bounds. He looks a lot better and comfortable than he did last year. I love it.
I heard he was making plays.
That? Coaching, right? You're developing Zion McCollum, who looked like a deer in the headlights, didn't know what the hell was going on. And he did a presser today talking about all he did was think, and the coaches kept telling him, stop. And he's listening. And you see it transitioning over into the field. A revamped a defensive line. We're not even talking about the offensive line. This is supposed to be the worst offensive line, and we're not even talking about him right now. Baker, for the most part, is sitting back there, able to go through his reads and make throws. We ran over 100 yards, Mike. Is this the second week in a row that we did that? Or are we close? I think the other week we were close.
Heck no.
All right, well, we ran for 100, which I can't even tell you last time we ran for 100 yards.
Sometimes. Then
Rashad White had like 4.7 average or something crazy like that. When the hell can we talk about a 4, almost a 5.0 average as a running back with Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Yeah.
And
that was a good matchup, man.
Figuring out on offense. And we put up 27 points.
More points than you were putting up last year, right?
2 games over 20 points. What happened? 2-0.
Win. Yep. All you got to do is really score 20, but more than 17.
I've been preaching this shit out this shit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Wow. This still could just drop the wide open interception. But yeah, man. You've been all over it, man. Baker. It was just funny listening to Baker in this interview. But Baker is everything right now for y'all, like you said, man, is what I thought it was going to be for us. And that just shows the difference in the organization and the one that's built a winning culture and an organization that knows kind of what direction they want to go in versus an organization that's been losing and have yet to build any type of culture or winning or any of that yet. Because you place him there and look how he looked, and then you take him from there, the same guy, and you place him here and look how he's looking. So, I mean, that just speaks to the organization because you take a Bryce Young and you place him in Carolina, what he's been doing his whole career, and he's looking kind of how he's looking. The man had 80-something yards in the first half or something like that. I don't even know if he had that much. I think the whole team may have had that. Another game, he had 140 yards passing the week before, and I don't even know what he had this week. That's the difference of being an organization that knows how to win and know what they're doing versus one that doesn't. And we got to have a conversation, but it's not going to be tonight. We got to talk about Scott Fitterer. Scott Fitterer be getting all them laser eyes and all this like he's this great GM. We got to have a conversation about this, and we got to spit the real. We got to. I'm sorry, man. I can't do. You see, I'm relaxed. I can't do nothing else but spit the real, and I'm gonna break all this down. I mean, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna figure it out because he has to be on the seat. He got to be on the seat. Because he didn't get the Brian Burns deal done. I don't know what's going on with that. He traded all these picks. Anyway, another conversation. But kudos to Tampa and kudos to Atlanta, man. And kudos to the Saints for being 2-0. I think it's going to be a fun division for y'all.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be fun. And I'm seeing Bryce got his little interview right now. And it's only 2 weeks. And you can see he's already started to take a toll on him. And it's the whole talk has been we get a quarterback. you got a very decorated quarterback that's done a lot of great things, and you still watch him throw the ball. He's the guy. He's a good quarterback, and it's the same shit all over again. That's all I got.
It's just so frustrating. Anyway,
But yep, 2-0, and we sit in second in point differential. I think we're like second in the league in turnover ratio, and that's another thing. We ain't been turning the ball over. I think we're one of the lowest teams in penalties. What is that? What again? A well-coached freaking team. Our Bowles, Dave Canales. I see y'all, lame ducks.
I love this for Todd Bowles, man, because now he can just do hold on. Look, I love this for Todd Bowles, man. I really do. Because he gets an opportunity to just sit. Because he's not one of these big boisterous guys that's just gonna be like talking his ish. He's just gonna sit here and do this.
Yeah, let's go with that. What do you want me to say?
He's just gonna laugh, man. He's just gonna laugh and see, like, I told you I was just gonna eat my cookies and milk, and we're gonna take this division. So shout out to Todd Bowles, man. Kudos to you too, man. Gosh, y'all got a shot to really win this. It's gonna get ugly though.
Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna start getting tested, which that's what makes this more fun. Because I feel like I can say it. I feel like I'm ready to see this team go through more adversity, because that's what's going to test this team. And again, if you look at any team in this division that's been through that, it's been the Bucs. So it's like I look for us, and I guess maybe because I've watched this team now had to deal with so much shit, and This is not your same Bucs. That's what I said. People looking at this, oh well, Bucs got 2-0 or whatever. But this is the same motherfuckers that said that they're probably going to be 0-2 or 0-4 coming out the first quarter of this division. But now it's like, oh well, they only play the Bears, they only play Minnesota. A Minnesota team that basically took Philadelphia almost to the end in that Thursday night game.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, we're gonna talk about it on Wednesday, because I got some things for Philly on Wednesday. But
it seems like you ready.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fun, man.
Well, I see Seattle. Never mind. We'll wait till Wednesday.
Y'all got Seattle next week?
Yeah, we got Seattle.
When is the bleeding gonna stop? Which I guess that's for me. That's the big question.
It ain't. And anyway, man. Final thoughts, man. You got anything else? I said my final thoughts. You got anything else, man?
Final thoughts is I'll eat a little bit of crow. I know it's only 2 weeks in, but I'll start it now because the Panthers are starting. They're 0-2, and I'm already starting to see there's going to be a race in this division. It's going to be a race, and y'all 2 laps behind right now, and I got to eat a little bit of crow because I didn't know what to expect from the Atlanta Falcons, and I'm not crowning anybody of nothing. I'm sorry. I'm not that guy. Yeah, I saw the pieces they were adding. They look more, I mean, I'm not going to say they're always disciplined because they're definitely still getting penalized like a mug. Like, they're probably one of the most penalized teams in the NFL right now. But they're gritty, and that from a team that I'm part of a team that watched them, a team that just continues to be, fight and be part of grit. Right. I understand what that looks like, and I'm seeing it with the Falcons, right? And I understand Arthur Smith, and like Mike said, I was one of the first people that was on Arthur Smith, and I'm still got my questions, and we're gonna get some answers, but I'm gonna continue to eat my little bit of crow. That it's gonna be fun week 7 when we see y'all, because y'all are looking like a team that can make a little bit of noise. And the Saints, I know I gave y'all the division. They got, real Saints fans, I think you have some concerns, and I understand what Brian said. I think that's the thing for some of them, is like they're holding on to hope that when AK gets back, all that stuff now can come together, because their running game, their dump-off game that Alvin Kamara is going to add a lot to is going to open everything up. That's what they're hoping. And you better hope that shit come too, because right now the Saints, I'm a little like, all right, cool. For what y'all look like right now, as a Bucs fan, I'm feeling better about this division. Now, this might change in a couple weeks. I'm not going to change it off of one game. We lose to Philly. But, yeah, that's what I feel about them two teams right now that we running with. So, buckle up.
Hey,
I'm ready. Let's go.
It's gonna be a fun division for y'all. Be fun division for y'all. So for the Bucks, Saints, Falcons, enjoy the division. This your boy Mike Ricks, man. Carolina Panthers representative. You're 0-2 Carolina Panthers representative. What more can I say?
Bucks in the house, baby. Yeah, we in the house, mama. We in the house.
Yeah, y'all in the house. But what more can I say? Frank Wright, you got to get it together, dude. David Tepper, you got to eat this. Week 2.
This Wednesday gonna be fun. That might be one of the first that we open up with.
Oh yeah, it's coming.
Who that? Know y'all coming in late, but give our thoughts. Go back and check it out. Like, subscribe, share. We will be back on Wednesday because Mike is drained right now from this team, and we're gonna let that frustration build for him, and he'll let it go on Wednesday, and we'll move on to week 3. So, like always, we appreciate y'all. It's your boy DJ, your Tampa Bay 2-0, defending NFC South champs, Buccaneers. You already know what time it is, man. I ain't gotta say nothing else. Y'all all hate it. Y'all all thought we weren't gonna be in this situation. F all y'all.
Yeah, I sure did. Whatever, man. This is disgusting. I can't stand football. I'm going to bed forever and not watch football.
I might take this we good one.
It don't matter. Look, I told you I'm about to find something better to do on my Sundays, man. I'm telling you. I already go to church. I told my wife we just gonna start planning some stuff. And let that be that. I'm not about to waste my 3-4 hours watching this bull crap. All right, man, I'm out, dog. We'll wrap.
Hey.
Women